Hello there, Charles here with Slick Trade, and in this presentation I'm just going to cover a quick response to a comment we received for the Afternoon Delight strategy. So this goes out to you, Michael. You asked about support and resistance. We do have some free trading education at slicktrade.net if you're not familiar with identifying support and resistance. But when it comes to this strategy in particular, it is based solely on the MACD cross, okay? But we do have, like in the Slick Trade room, we've got an Afternoon Delight setup, and this is what it looks like, okay? This is on MetaTrader 4, and it is based on the cross. That is when the signal is sent out to Slick Trade members. However, we have a feature in here that allows for X amount of pips. Okay, so this is the number of pips to go above or below. So let's say the MACD crossed to the downside. Okay, and if the market has been a bit volatile, if it has been a high news trading day, different things like that, if it just hasn't been consistent, because we do keep up on these every single month, and we like to keep the software updated and up to date with the strategy, but this number of pips allows for a cushion, essentially. Okay, so I know some people prefer to do that either way. So if it crosses to the upside, X number of pips is what you would go below. If it crosses to the downside, X number of pips is what you would go above. Okay, and you know, if you're new to trading this, if you are having trouble and you're not getting consistent results with it, then I would recommend doing your own kind of analysis. Go back on the chart, see how many pips it was off, okay, and then for your next trading month, go ahead and revise your plan. You know, when the cross occurs, instead of trying to meet right at the price where it crossed, maybe give yourself 5 pips. Okay, that will just help to keep things running smoothly for you. Okay, now the other thing is the support and resistance. Okay, so we have this other feature in here called candle high low, and that is candle to back, so it goes back X number of candles. Okay, so if the user wants to enter that or use that feature, then what it's going to do is it's going to go back 5 candles. And it's going to, if the MACD crosses to the upside, it's going to grab the low of the 5 previous candles. Okay, in other words, it's going to kind of grab a support in that sense. Okay, now some members prefer to base it solely on support and resistance levels. Now everybody trades this different. Everyone has their own preferences, but let's see here. There are a lot of free indicators that you can check out for MetaTrader 4. Let's see. Here's a support and resistance one right here. So this is just a basic support and resistance. And these little dots, see, it shows you previous support and resistance levels. Okay, so let's just say, for example, right here, here's a cross to the upside. Okay, so let's grab that. Cross occurred right here. Okay, so let's take a quick look. What is previous support here? You could go on this line. You could go with this line. You could even go with this line. Okay, it's all about personal preference on how you want to trade it. This is a trade that people still use all the time. It's a very easy one. Nadex is constantly changing. Well, first of all, they have an indicative price. Okay, their price does not match the price that is in the actual market. Okay, that has led to all kinds of troubles for traders. Okay, that's led to troubles for us here at SlickTrade trying to send signals. So we found that support and resistance is just one of the best ways to really base that on. Okay, or using like the features that we have in the EA that I just explained there. If it's 4 candles back, let's say the cross curve here, if it's 4 candles back, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the lowest point of that is right here. So, and that matches support. Okay, so that would be your entry. Okay. Excuse me. Or if you have 5 pips for the number of pips feature. Sorry, forgot what we had it called here in the input section. But if you have 5 pips, then cross occurs here, and it's going to send you a signal 5 pips below that. Okay, so that is what we meant by previous support and resistance levels. Okay, especially if you're not viewing this on Nadex charts. A lot of people, they'll view it on MetaTrader 4 or Thinkorswim or some other charting platform, and then they end up not having consistent results or not having results that are or not having entries, I guess, based on what Nadex is offering. Okay, we found that a lot of the indices are a lot worse as far as that offset with their indicative price structure, but we also found it with different currency pairs as well. So that's simply what we meant. Check out some free indicators for support and resistance, and if you're not getting good results just based on that MACD cross, go back over the previous 20, 30 days, and see what that difference is. Okay, let's say you're 3 pips off. Okay, move it down or up 3 pips. Okay, let's say you're not getting your orders filled, pull a little tighter. Instead of going with a lower support, go with a higher support. Okay, that's one of the things with trading. Everything is constantly changing, and throwing in wrenches like an indicative price versus actual price also kind of contributes to that. And we just have to keep updating our monthly trading plans and go along with it. But overall, though, the strategy has proven very well, even if you are trading it with only the MACD cross. Okay, so we wish you luck. I hope that this little video kind of helps give you a visual and explain what we meant by that previous support and resistance. And you have a good one. Okay.